Welcome to my channel. My name is Sherry. I do a daily twin flame reading. If you're drawn to this video, have faith and trust that there's a message meant for you. If this reading resonates with you, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you like the content I create, feel free to subscribe and share. So, spirits, please give us messages for our twins. What is going on in the energy today? You want to be on top. Okay, so I'm also going to pull just a couple of key cards here just to give us another sense of what's going on. Nine of Swords in reverse. These are the key cards. So, severe depression, hopelessness, and torment. Nine of Cups in reverse, which is greed, dissatisfaction, and materialism. And the Moon in reverse. Release of fear, unhappiness, confusion. So there's definitely a feeling of unhappiness here. Why is that? Why are we unhappy? So, the King of Cups. All right. Well, the Divine Masculine obviously wants to be happy with you. Divine Feminine, he wants to have an amazing relationship with you. The happy... a happy relationship, committed love. In the past, in the recent past, he's been very aloof, not listening to his inner spirit. He has been blind to his emotions. He has been unable to make decisions. He's just really stuck. He's stuck. He feels alone. He feels like he's going to be alone forever. These are all self-imposed depressive thoughts, nightmares and anxiety. He's a very anxious person. He has been avoiding responsibility. He's been sort of immature, I suppose. Hesitant, resistant, fearful. No real sense of commitment. And definitely a fear of change. So Divine Masculine, you have it within yourself to be very, very strong. You have it within yourself to move on, accept your situation, forgive yourself, forgive those around you, forgive your family and friends, people from the past, for whatever it is that happened to you when you were younger. It feels like maybe you have been codependent and been one of those people who is like a taker, take. There's a message coming in here for you, Divine Masculine, that now is the time for you to discover your true self. Now is this time for you to explore your inner world, explore the idea of going on your spiritual journey. Be kind. Be kind to your family. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to your friends. You have the strength, you have the compassion to do this. You just need to tap into it. It feels like maybe you've been, it feels like masculine has been very angry. So I feel like he's going to be heading into this healing energy. More of a self-love, learning to love himself, learning to love his situation, learning to accept things the way they are, trying to learn how to live in the flow, trying to be his authentic self. Because he does realize that if he continues the way he has been living, if he continues living the way he's been living, he is going to miss out on a lot of life's joy. And this is a pretty good thing for, I feel like this is a young man, but young in spirit, I think. I think he's a little bit older, but just hasn't really had a reason to grow up so much. And so he's learning to release this childish energy. He's willing and ready to take strides towards inner peace. He's ready to forgive himself. And he's ready to forgive those around him that he thought, he thought was he was thinking the reason that he's not doing so well is because of the stuff that others put on him. But it's actually self-imposed. I mean, really, when we come down to it, usually, it's usually a internal struggle. Maybe it's triggered by the external, by your environment, but for sure these external things are taken internally, and that's where they fester. And that's where they turn into thoughts that really do you no service, and in fact, more than that, they bring you down, they do you a disservice. That is not what you want to have going on in your heart and in your spirit. You need to walk away from these terrible feelings, Divine Masculine. Walk away, walk towards your Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is exuberant, warm, vibrant, determined, cheerful woman who's always busy. She's full of life. She is definitely in tune with the divine, and she is absolutely supported by her angels. I just want to see what cat. The cat represents sensuality, grace, perception, psychic knowing. So your divine feminine is a very knowledgeable, spiritual person. She follows her inner spirit, or sorry, her intuition. Cats are very aware of what's going on around them, but may keep their observations to themselves. So she's perceptive. She's watching even when you don't think she's watching. So she sees you, Divine Masculine, and she sees what's going on here with this, and she can feel it because of her intuition that you haven't been ready to grow up. You've been very childish, immature. She was ready to walk away, which is a big deal because this twin flame is everything to this Queen of Wands, but she is so fed up with the immaturity, the childishness. She's the ghosting, the emotional outbursts that you have had. You know, it takes a lot for somebody who's invested in this relationship. It takes a lot for them to want to walk away, and that's where she's at. And you have an opportunity to renew that love. You have an opportunity to take a look at yourself, Divine Masculine, figure out what it is that you want, see yourself for who you truly are, try to live authentically in the flow, in your flow. It's not easy, it's not always fun, but it is how you're going to get to your Divine Feminine. You need to think about this a little bit in advance, Divine Masculine. You need to think about exactly which way you want this relationship to go, because at this point, yes, she's willing to walk away. She's prepared to walk away. She's actually already turned her back, and that, I believe, causes the runner chaser cycle. So she'd been chasing you, you'd been hiding, which technically is running. And now she's turned her back on you, and she's maybe not running, but she's starting to walk the other way. And so it's very important that you sit up and take notice and see what it is that you have to do, see what it is that you've done to create this situation, and see what it is that you need to do to turn her around again. You may not ever fix it, but this your twin is more than willing to listen. Your twin, I mean, regardless of how it manifests itself in this reality, your twin is your twin. Your twin loves you. Your twin is you. So your twin will listen to you. Your twin wants to turn around. They want this to happen. It's just, you know, sometimes it's just too much, and you know, in order to live in the flow, you have to let go of things that you really want, and she has started to let go, and that's great for her journey. That's wonderful for her journey. But for you, dude, you need to get up and make an effort, make some moves, realize that your inner thoughts are what has been creating this situation, your reaction to external stimulus. You've been really keeping yourself down, unable to move forward. You've been very resistant to growing up, and you know, not it sucks, you know, to have to grow up, but you can still be youthful and have a youthful energy and be a responsible adult, you know. Immaturity is for children. Childishness is for children. Be playful, be fun, be adventurous, be loving, spontaneous, be youthful, have a fun energy around you. But that's not being childish and immature. Being childish and immature is more like what you've been doing, hiding away, knowing that others rely on you, knowing that others are that there's a whole world of people that you may give service to, and you are hiding out, playing video games and eating bonbons, and it's just not, it's not fulfilling. This is not what your spirit wants. And I can tell you that I'm you know, fairly certain that if you are to sit with yourself, Divine Masculine, you'll find that you do want more out of life. I mean, you're going to be an 80-year-old dude sitting on the couch by yourself, you know, drinking Slurpees and playing video games. Like, you know, in some ways, sure, that sounds great, but that doesn't, that isn't fulfilling, and that isn't how a person ideally spends their life. And if that's how you choose to spend your life, then, you know, that's no skin off anybody's nose except yours. It's your life. All that I'm here for is to just give you messages that you possibly need to hear. Maybe you're ready to hear these messages, maybe you're not. Either way, it is what it is. I hope that you do sit up and pay attention, because life is short, and you don't want to have any regrets. And there is a great love here that's waiting for you and ready for you, and maybe doesn't have open arms anymore, but would still turn, and you know, this love can still happen. I'm going to draw a card from the Wisdom of the Trees Oracle deck. I love this deck. Here we go. Eucalyptus. The eucalyptus is a card of wisdom. Eucalyptus represents balance. I'm an ancient tree, but I've survived by adapting to my environment. I can show you how to live wisely and honestly by establishing balance in your life and in your attitude to the people around you. The eucalyptus is one of the dominant trees of Australia, where it's believed to have originated over 30 million years ago. It grows so easily in warm and humid conditions that it's often considered invasive. The tree is sacred to many Aboriginals who keep its cultural significance a closely guarded secret. The branches are traditionally used to make the didgeridoo. Eucalyptus has other uses too. The essential oil extracted from its leaves has powerful antibacterial qualities and is an excellent inhalant to ease congestion in the sinuses and chest. Okay, try to strike the right balance between overt enthusiasm and lack of interest. Throwing yourself headfirst into a new project seems exciting at the time, but could leave you with little room for maneuver later on. So I guess basically it's just the message of balance. Be balanced, Divine Masculine. Find your happy medium. This like I said, be immature, be youthful, be fun, be spontaneous, but that's different from immaturity. The eucalyptus is telling us there is a fine balance between childish and youthful. There's a fine balance, a fine line between where you are now and taking, you can balance things out by just taking that opportunity that's offered to you by your spiritual guides, by accepting the offer. Here it is, the Four of Cups. By accepting the offer that the divine is giving you, basically the offer is, hey, wake up and do a little bit of growing and a little bit of healing and a little bit of learning, and look, there's this wonderful relationship. There's this wonderful person here waiting for you, and someone who's willing to, someone whose heart you've broken, but you're willing to turn it around and you're willing to make it your happy marriage, happy life, happy union. All these things are available to you, Divine Masculine. You just need to want it, and you need to see that it's there. So acknowledge it and make the decision to balance things out. Make the decision to move forward in the flow. So that's it for today. Today's reading was mostly for Divine Masculine. So thank you all so much for joining me. I'm going to go climb a mountain now. You guys keep breathing. I love you. Namaste.